And once again, you are listening to The Credit Authority. I am your host, Rhonda Kulch, and I am so glad that you are tuned in. Before we start our segments, we always would like to thank our sponsors. So thank you so much to Equity First. If you are experiencing credit and or financial challenges, feel free to reach out to any one of their trained professionals. They are bilingual, nationwide, and they are waiting for your call. They could be reached at 631-714-4822. And with that said, we are jumping into our final guest today. We are speaking with Vincent Greico, and he is with Ticket Bash. How are you?
Doing great, Rhonda. How are you?
Good. I love having you on the show because you're that guy that has great energy and just like go, go, go. So thank you so much for joining us today. And, we were talking off air about what do we want to cover today? But I think what's important is that you do an amazing job. And I think that you really need to be recognized for the variety of ways that somebody could take advantage of your service. So I'm going to jump in and just let people know what I mean by that. So you own an amazing ticket company, and we are going to allow you to explain what that means. But more importantly, you really can become an arsenal in somebody's toolbox. And you are in a position, if we have nationwide clients that are listening, big branding opportunities where you can work side by side with these bigger organizations to help funnel ticket sales and sponsorships. And that's exactly what you just got done doing for the Super Bowl. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. And actually, Rhonda, you got to see it firsthand because we did partner up for the last 10 days, and you got to see us in action and, the constant phone calls, and it's what we do. It's having without sounding too corny about it, but it's like having a friend in the ticket industry. But it's more than just tickets. It's an overall experience. So I could care less if I had one order today or 100 orders today. If I could choose between having 100 orders today and one great client for life, I would take one great client for life.
And I love that. And you're right. And I did get to see you in action. Oh my God, 10 straight days of Ticket Bash. We started out.
Bad thing. I mean, come on now.
We had a great time. We started out in Vegas and we landed up in Arizona. But with that firsthand, the reason why, again, I wanted to highlight what you do is because everybody says, I know a guy, right? And the big joke is that when people say to me, do you know anybody that can help me with tickets? I go, I got a guy, right? Vinny Tickets, because that's how you are in my phone. But after having the opportunity to spend time with you and with one of your partners, it's really more than that. It's understanding from a business perspective how important the clients are, and you're hitting it on the head, the experiences. You can buy tickets to a concert, but could you spend more and create an opportunity that is really going to be more impactful for your client? And I think firsthand, that's what I was able to see. So tell me a little bit about, with your company, how are you getting your brand out there? How do people know about Ticket Bash and the opportunities that you offer? Because I think you're one of the only platforms that doesn't even charge fees.
We are one of the few platforms that does not charge fees. We do a lot of. We have two social media campaigns. One of them is under our company name, ticketbash.com. And you can follow all the socials on that, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we're all over those social platforms. That's Ticket Bash. And then I personally do some marketing as well, some CEO marketing under Vinny Tickets, which we're really just trying to create a base of knowledge for people about the ticket industry. There's so many unknowns. There's so many apprehensions that go behind our industry and our business. And we just feel it's very important to give knowledge to the ticket purchasing community at large. what is a service fee? What is a real price? I've monikered certain terms, one of them being a fake price. People always say to me, "Oh, I could get those seats at last week at the Super Bowl." I had a client, he said he needed, what did he need? He needed 8 tickets in the lower level for the Super Bowl. So he said, "I'm on StubHub. You quoted me $6,500, but Vin, I love you, but I could save $500 a seat if I buy them on StubHub." And I said, "Kevin, $6,500 is your all-in price." I said, "The price you're looking at, and here comes my term, is a fake price. It's a fake price. It's not a real price." So he said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, $600, go to checkout." He went all the way to checkout, and it was $8,100 per ticket was the price he was paying. So explaining that to a customer or a client, they need to realize that there is a real price and there's a fake price. A real price is when I tell you, Rhonda, you're paying $6,500 a seat times 8 tickets, your total bill is $51,000. That's it. Now, would you rather pay $51,000 all in, or if you were at $8,100, right? It comes out to $64,800.
Right.
A huge, huge difference. 8 tickets. I saved that client $12,000. $12,000 on one order. So those are the kind of things that we're able to do for consumers. And yes, that's on a larger scale. But if it was a $600 ticket or a $60 ticket, we have a team of experienced coordinators that literally sit here all day, work one-on-one with the customers. We're available online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You could go to Ticket Bash, that's TICKET, the letter B, ASH, ticketbash.com. Never any service fees on our site. And I'll even go one step better. For all the listeners out there, let's do a code that we're going to know that it comes from Rhonda's station and Rhonda's great program and show. We're going to use the code ONLINE5. That's ONLINE, the number 5. And what's great about that is when you go to checkout on our site, rather than the price going up by 15, 25, 35% to get to a real price, our price on our site has 0 fees. When you use that code ONLINE5, your price will go down by 5%. I
love it. You're adding value every day, and we didn't even discuss that as an option today.
Yes, that is an option.
Just more amazing news from my friend Vinny Tickets over at Ticket Bash. Now, more importantly, when we're speaking about tickets and ticket opportunities, I think people sometimes are singularly focused. You handle all types of ticketing, whether it's a play, it could be a show, it could be sporting events. What areas do you cover?
Yes, good question. You always have the best questions, Rhonda. So we cover all sports, all theater, all concert events. Not just, there is a huge misnomer that we are only in the tri-state area. I know a lot of your listeners are geographically located in that area. However, if you have a friend, if you're traveling, if you're going overseas, we do all the soccer matches in Europe. We do concerts in Europe. We do everything throughout the United States. So we do all sports, all theater, all concerts. Domestically here in the United States, any city, any quantity of tickets. We do the national events that come around every year. So if you have it on your bucket list to go to the Masters, to go to a Super Bowl, to go to an NBA final, to go to the U.S. Open here in Queens, if you have anything that's on your bucket list, we are able to assist you, and we're able to make it happen. And if you want us to handle everything about your trip, last year we did Foo Fighters did a tribute out in California. We did trips out to California, and we did everything. We did the airfare, we did the hotel, we did the tickets to the event. We did the Rolling Stones on the road, where we did everything for the customer.
I love it.
So it's not uncommon for us to have. So look at us not only as your friend in the ticket industry, but your own personal concierge in the ticket business.
I love it. Once again, we are speaking to Vinny Greico, ticketbash.com. Any of your ticket needs, visit them today. They'll be more than happy to take good care of you. I know they take good care of me and my clients. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning into today's show, and catch you next week.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.